What's up, everybody? It's your main man, Druuill, and you guessed it, I'm back at you again with another video. Shout out to the Galactic family, the GCBs, and of course, Drew Nation. Hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you support the channel, hit the Cash App, alright? And the PayPal as well. The noise campaign used against you to lower your frequency has failed because you believe in Christ. And with him, all things are possible. What? Look, who they think they dealing with? Just the average Joe Blow? Joe Schmo? I mean, no disrespect to Joe, shout out to Joe. But Joe, who the hell they think they dealing with? All right, yo, you have so much power and so much strength, and they think a noise campaign. Yo, we ain't new to this. We true to this. How many times are they gonna keep trying the same stuff? A noise campaign. We're gonna start your day with this. That's what you're gonna do. You gonna try to start my day. you gonna try to start my day with the That's what you know what? Guess what? I'm past that. You know what? I can find a level of peace within myself that can override that foolishness. So you know what? I can separate myself from the anger y'all trying to program me with. Y'all tried. You tried. They tried. Right outside your door too with it. All extra with it. All types of things that you just can't explain. All right, I was walking down the street one day and the person just pointed it at me and just started blowing at me. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm on such a high frequency. I'm not even gonna let this bother me. But you know what? I might just tell you about yourself. I might just tell you about yourself. You know, you might could get this verbal assault real quick. All right, you might just get that. But you know what? I'm at a level to where I could even tweak that the way I want to. You know what? You really just made a huge mistake. I don't know what on earth would make you think that was a good idea, but you may want to rethink your actions, buddy, because you're not moving too smart out here. You're not moving too smart out here. Your moves lack intelligence. These attempts to try to lower your frequency it's just getting absurd. You are gaining more consciousness, more awareness. You're becoming better and better and better and better. And you know, it's so many attempts to still try to knock you off your pivot, but you still keep going. You still keep going. You got this. All right. You got this. You know, all the little weird stuff that you see that don't nobody else see, and the things that people do to try to aggravate you, sooner or later it's going to end up turning into something that you can bypass, something that you can ignore. And I know there's still going to be, you know, some days are going to be better than the other ones, but it's going to be some things that happen where you just going to be like, really? This again? And it's going to come to a point where you can just tune this stuff out. You know, you'll be so focused on what you're doing. You'll be so entertained with what you got going on. You'll just be enjoying yourself to the point to where they could be doing it, and it's happening right while, you know, you're enjoying yourself or experiencing something that you like to do, but you're not paying attention to it. People do weird things to try to get your attention and aggravate you, and they do weird things to try to get in here, but you have the power to kick them out. All right, you have the power to focus on what you want, regardless of them trying to make you focus on what they want. And that's what noise campaigns are. They when they go to try to start your day with something like that, they're trying to change the whole frequency They're trying to change the whole spirit of your day. Like when you wake up, the first things that you either hear or tell yourself or feel, that governs the spirit of your day. So you have to be careful getting upset at things or at people or at situations or things that happen, these little psychological attacks. You have to be careful to not get so upset throughout any part of the day that you allow it to affect or change your day. And it may take some time for you to acquire that skill, but you will acquire it. You will acquire it. And once you do, you'll just have a level of strength that you would have acquired that you just weren't aware that was there. So, I mean, these powers are within you already. They're already present. The thing is, you have to be spiritually mature enough and focused enough to tap into it and hone it. You got to be able to be spiritually mature enough to tap into it and hone it, because if not, that anger will get the best of you. That frustration will get the best of you. All these other things will get the best of you, and that would ruin your day. That would take you off your pivot. That will take your mind off your rock of faith, and your whole perception and everything will be skewed. And that's the whole goal. They want to take your mind and turn it into their playhouse. All right, they want to take your mind and turn it into a skit from Saw or something. They want you to be at the this is what they want. All right, when other people determine when the things that other people do determine the feelings that come outside of you, that's living in hell right there. If other people can determine your happiness by them displaying some crappiness, that's not good. That's living in a constant state of hell. Anybody could control you at any point in time in your life by something that they do, and you may not be aware of it, but you will be now, today, right here in this video, because that's not something that you have to let happen anymore. People do not have the power to control you like that. You may think they do because of some things that happened in the past when you didn't know any better, or when you were a child and you didn't know how to work your mind, or it maybe just it wasn't something that you were put up on or aware about throughout some of the periods of your life. But guess what? The things that people say and do have no power or control over you, especially to the point to where it can make you that angry or upset. Now, there are some things that, if piled on or if done repeatedly over a period of time, it can have an effect on you, but still, you have the power. It's a choice, and sometimes we choose to show our you know what, because we done had it. We done been fed up. We done had it up to here, and it's like you can't take anymore. And I get it, I understand, but you can breathe and take a deep breath, and you can expel that negative spell that they're trying to put on you, that they're trying to cast on you. You know, they're trying to cast them spells on you. That anger, that frustration, that negativity, that's witchcraft. And you know, when you get mad and stuff like that, that person has casted a spell on you, and you've let that negative energy enter your body through. And here's the thing, the spirits that are attached to them, they use anger as a gateway and as a portal to enter you. That's how they get into your frequency in the first place. They have to get you upset. Now, they can't actually physically get into you because you have too much light and you're too good and too positive. All right, that's the plus of being chosen. But they can hack your energy field, and they can ruin your day, ruin opportunities for you, have you act in a way that gets you into a negative situation. So what you have to do is you're gonna have to breathe. All right, breathing is gonna be your buddy when other people are being cruddy. So you're definitely gonna want to breathe deeply. All right, you're gonna want to take a deep breath when they try to hit you with these noise campaigns and things of that nature, because once that anger gets into you, that's the only way you're going to be able to expel that negative spell. All right? Put in the comment section, expel the negative spell. All right? You're going to have to breathe. And taking a deep breath will ground you, will center you, will allow you to be overcome by a spirit of peace. When you draw nigh to him, he draws nigh to you. When you work towards getting closer to the spirit will work towards getting closer to you. And that's what's going to happen to you when you choose to be relaxed over, you choose to get upset, you choosing to get angry. You got to choose to relax in those periods and those times where you feel stressed. All right, there are times when you want to hit someone. All right, there's times where there's times where you want to react and things like that, but all that's going to do is land you in a courthouse or potentially worse. All right, or or worse. All right, so it's good to handle situations in a way that's smart. You want to be smart how you handle situations. You don't want to just be so quick to get angry like that. That's why the Bible says be slow to anger. You want to be slow to anger. You want to be slow to rage. And it's not only bad for you externally, situation-wise, opportunity-wise, but it's bad for your health. I'm not sure if people have ever taken the time to check how like your body feels after you putting yourself under that much stress. People can try to stress you out, but you don't have to be stressed out over what they're trying to do. People choose to be stressed over something because they lack the spiritual maturity. Something happens, and instead of looking at it from a point of view of acceptance and just getting over it, which may be easier said than done, some people are stuck in the lower realms, the lower vibration of being upset or angry over what somebody's doing. And there are people who do frustrating things to make you upset, but it's your choice whether you get frustrated or not. It's your choice whether you allow it to make you mad. You have a choice, and it might be like within a couple seconds. It's like a split second for you to decide. But if you keep thinking about the same thing, you're going to get mad. If you keep telling yourself the same thing, you're going to get mad. If you keep running the same story in your mind, you're going to get mad. Instead of focusing on what people are doing, because it's not going to stop and you have no control over when they do it, how long they do it, you can't physically stop them. But what you can do is stop yourself from paying attention to it. You can drown it out. You can tune it out. You can tune out these noise campaigns. And if you want to even get more technical, if anybody needs any further explanation, if you can get to a point of peace, you can tap into the vibration of the machines, because everything makes noise. These machines, they have a spirit. All right, technology has a spirit. All right, these machines, they have a frequency. That little hum noise that you hear, you can tap into that and override that and change the negative energy to a positive. By doing that, you change the negative frequency to a positive one, because whatever they're using it for, whatever they're trying to tap in and use it for, you can tap into it and you actually change it. When you tap into it, you have the power to change it, because it number one, is your energy that they're trying to hack. It's your mind they're trying to tap into and override, but you have the power. You are God and you stand alone. That's what that means. People think they're being vain. People think they're slapping the Creator in the face. People think they're damning themselves by saying these things or profaning themselves above God. No, this is what He wants you to say. It's in the book. You just lack understanding. I am God and I stand alone. That means I am God and I stand alone and there are none beside me. That means it's my thought, it's my way or the highway, and everything else falls to the byway. That's all that means. That means that you have the power to focus on what you want and not be influenced by any external forces. That's all that's saying. And anybody that can't grasp that, so help you God. But anybody that can, you are God and you stand alone. That means you can be in peace when somebody is trying to bug you or bother you, or you have people doing things outside your room or on the opposite side of your room or outside your door or outside your home or whatever it is. Whatever it is. But it's always good to work on yourself, all right, because that's always something that's going to make things better for you. Working on yourself is always going to make things better for you, for sure. So even when you have others who try to do things to bring you down or do things to lower your mood or lower your vibe or make you feel bad or make you hate your life, because in a sense that's what they're trying to do. And here's the thing, you have to think something different, because if not, it's going to be perpetuated with them either continuing to do it, or you're going to attract other situations like this. So you have to basically like imagine a different reality, a different world. You have to create a different feeling. You have to create a different idea for your day. You have to create a different feeling for your day, so that way you don't continue to hold on to the negativity that they're trying to bring into it, because if not, they'll take over the spirit of your day. They'll have you feeling bad about yourself. They'll have you feeling angry, feeling defeated, thinking there's nothing you can do. All right, there's been times where we all know those times when you're in your place and you're upset over what people are doing and you feel powerless. You feel you have no control over it. You don't know what to think. You don't know what to do because you don't know how to use your mind. That's the only way they can have power over you, is by you not knowing how to use your mind. But once you know how to use your mind, they're the ones that are powerless. Even if they do exercise a little bit of power, it's not going to be stronger than the amount that you got, because you're working on this, and this controls everything. This controls everything. Even the things you don't think you can control, this controls it. You control what controls you. What controls you doesn't control you unless you don't take control over it. Control what controls you. It's sad, you know. It's a shame other people behave like that. It's not sad for us, it's sad for them. But when other people behave like that, you can still be happy. Why? Because your happiness is not dependent upon people. Your happiness is not dependent upon places. Your happiness is not dependent upon things. You're happy because you are happy. I am happy because I am happy. I'm not happy because people are being nice today. I'm not happy because people are being good today. If you live in a world where you're only happy based off of how people treat you or how they are to you, you're going to be living in a constant state of hell. People are going to be messing with you every chance they get. The good things they say is going to affect you. The negative things they say is going to affect you. They don't say good things to you, it's going to affect you. You don't want to be ran ragged like that, especially mentally. That'll worry you and stress you. And you're too blessed to be stressed, especially after this video, because you now know that your happiness is not dependent upon people, places, or things. You're happy because you're happy. People doing things to make you unhappy can't really make you unhappy unless you allow it, unless you accept that. Oh, they're trying to make me unhappy, I'm gonna be unhappy. If you continue to think that, or if you continue to be affected negatively by what other people are doing, it's a choice. You have to find the fine line between how you feel in the heat of the moment to choose something different. When they try to make you mad, instead of choosing anger, choose peace. You still may feel some type of anger, but guess what? It'll fade away. It'll dissipate. It hasn't come to stay. It has come to pass. This too shall pass. You can even affirm that to yourself. This too shall pass. Take a deep breath and expel the negative spell. Expel the witchcraft. Expel the black magic. People you don't know or you've done nothing to, trying to get you upset. It's not right. But they don't have as much power over you as you think. If they do, you're the one giving it to them. When you get angry, you're giving them your power because you're choosing to get angry. In that heat of the moment, in that split second, you're supposed to choose spiritual maturity, and you can. It's just that you're not going to continue to be angry when you choose peace. You still may feel the anger, but you just made a conscious decision to choose peace. So even though you still feel the anger, you're not mad. You don't have to be mad. You don't have to choose anger or being mad. You can choose. And here's the thing: you get better with it. You get better at it with time, because all you're doing is like being a kid. Unless you become a child, you won't enter the kingdom of heaven. You have to pretend. You have to make believe. You have to make believe. You have to make believe. That means create an imagination for yourself, of yourself, with a desired feeling that you truly want. It's not the anger, right? The only reason people stay angry in situations where they're mad is because they go with that feeling. You have to go with the opposite feeling that they want you to go with. They want you to go with the feeling of upsetness, bitterness, anger, tiredness. They want you to be stressed out and worn out. And they want you to be feeling that stress all through your body. Well, guess what? You can expel those negative spells. You can expel the stress that they're trying to put in your body. And you can feel good, and you can be in a state of relaxation. You could be in a state of peace, all while somebody is trying to be that jerk or be that petty person or be that pest. It's up to you. You gotta, in order to get something different, and in order to get a different result, you have to think something different, and you have to do something different. And God bless everybody out there that hears this message and chooses to do something different. That moment in time where you feel that anger, just because you choose peace, or just because you go to choose peace and you feel that anger, it doesn't mean you're still mad. You got to give your body a second to shut that anger back down. Trying to teach you how to use your energy, all right? When you get angry, instead of going with the angry feeling, go with another feeling. And that's how you override that feeling within yourself. That's how you don't get mad in situations where you're meant to be upset. And that will give you time to be able to breathe. That will give you time to be able to relax. If you add some deep breathing with some different thinking, you're going to be unstoppable. People aren't going to be able to push your buttons like they used to. They're going to be dealing with somebody that's unstoppable. Somebody that's not just, reacting to everything or getting upset over everything. Somebody that's not getting mad over everything. You're going to be the chillest one in the room. You're going to be the coolest person in the room. So you got to use your imagination, and you can't be afraid to believe in yourself and to believe that you can control what controls you. Some people are only still stuck in sin because they don't have the right idea about themselves. You got to have the right idea about yourself. You got to have the right idea about yourself, because here's why having the wrong idea about yourself is the only sin, the worst sin. because people think a certain way about themselves and they stay stuck in that thought because they're not thinking something different. They may want something different, they may want a different result, but they're still thinking the same way about themselves. They're still seeing themselves as the person that they don't want to be. You're not going to have a change within yourself unless you see yourself and think of yourself and feel yourself as the person that you want to be. You be the change you want to see in this world. Don't wait for Christ to do it. Make the Christ in you do it. With Christ, all things are possible. That's not a power or a force that's outside of yourself. That's a power and that's a force that's within yourself. With Christ, all things are possible. That ain't nothing outside of you. That's within you. That is you. You are the Christ that makes all things possible. But it's the thought. It's the God in you. Your thought. That's why your thought is God. God just means power. Your thought is very powerful. A mind is a terrible thing to waste. So, people can try what they want, but guess what? Now, you're at the point to where you can stay focused. You can continue to do what you need to do. Certain things, certain noise campaigns, certain things people would do may have used to throw you off. May have used to throw your entire day off. You sitting there and get mad instead of doing things you're supposed to do that are important to you. That would help you get somewhere in life. But no, you rather be upset over what someone's doing because you didn't know any better, you didn't know how to use your mind, and you were caught off guard by people who act in a way that you don't. Don't be caught off guard by people acting in a way that you don't. Keep it moving, okay? Wow, they acting unruly. Too bad for them. Don't waste time being upset over what other people are doing because you truly don't have to. You can't change other people. You can't make other people stop doing what they do, what they want to do. Can't stop people from being who they want to be. That's just, you know, who some people are. So it may take some mental calculation. It may take some mental rearrangement. You may have to think a different way about your day. You may have to change your perspective, how you view things, not look at things as something that could make you upset totally and ruin your day. And don't see yourself as somebody that gets upset or reacts to things in a way that ruins your day or throws you off course or throws you off your pivot. It's how you see you. How you see you is how the whole world is going to react to you. How you view yourself. How you see yourself. How you feel about yourself. And the Bible talks about that too. In our own sight, we were as grasshoppers. Oh, such a worm was I, or something like that. Whatever the hell he's saying. But the thing is, if you see yourself as somebody that gets upset over certain things, or if you see something as something that could get you upset, that's all you're gonna get. That's what's gonna happen. But if you see something as just what it is, on your stoic stuff, I guess you could say. People get mad when you say this, but it only applies to certain things because common sense will let you know that it's somebody doing something to you that's not good is obviously not good. But as far as your thinking goes, and as far as this goes on the level we're talking about, nothing is good or bad. Thinking only makes it so. You can apply that to what you want. You obviously don't apply that to something. I don't gotta explain that. You know, I'm hoping everybody can use enough common sense on that. Last time I said that, somebody put in the comments, "Oh, somebody raping someone. What do you feel? That's not good, or thinking makes that so, or blah." Obviously not, sir or ma'am or whoever. Obviously not. Why in the hell would I apply that to that? Let's use our brains today. Let's use our brains today. Common sense, anybody. All right, is it there? I know it's on my channel. All right. So people will they'll try to lower your frequency with this, but you have the power to raise your frequency. You have the power to raise your frequency back up. They try to bring you down by changing the way you think and feel. All right. If they could change the way you think and feel, another day of this, I gotta deal with this. They're making noise. They're I don't have the peace. I don't have quiet. Blah. They're trying to make you complain. They look at your life, they see that you're blessed, they see you're too blessed to be stressed. They want to give you something to complain about. They look at you and they see that you have next to no problems except the problems that everybody else has to deal with in life. But they already feel your life is too easy because they see that you're too blessed to be stressed. They see God's hand on your life. And what they want to do is they want to turn your life into something opposite of something that you enjoy. So what they have to do is do things that make you think different. The reason why you're already feeling good and happy is because of how you're thinking. They try to do things to make you think opposite of that. So what you have to do is, even though they're creating scenarios that aren't the ideal situation or opportunity or world or reality for you, you still have to disregard that. You have to not base your faith off of appearances, all right? You have to live in your own reality despite what's happening around you. And that's the true meaning of being Jesus. They put him on the cross and he was in his Christ mind. So when these people out here try to crucify you and put you on the cross, what are you going to do? You're going to let us go up at once. And you're going to enter into that Christ mind. You're going to dwell in the secret place of the Most High. You're going to dwell under the wings of the Most High, where no trouble can come to you. And it's a state of being that you put yourself into. With your imagination, with your assumption, you assume a state of peace instead of assuming the state of the beast. Or you assume a state of peace instead of assuming the state of the beast. Because once you assume that peace, that's going to change how you feel. That's going to allow you to ignore everything going on around you. That's going to allow you to tune out. It's going to allow you to drown out these noise campaigns. You're going to be at peace, and you're going to be leveling up. And you're going to be, see, these types of situations are meant for you to create your own reality. Not meant for you to be pulled down or meant for you to descend. They're meant for you to ascend. But only when you come to a level of spiritual maturity and you reach a level of realization that, you know what, they work for me. They work for me. But you have to be able to stay there. And it takes practice. But you can assume it. That's all you have to do. You can just assume a level of peace. Nothing to get excited over. Just assume it. Assume the state. Imagine it. Think it, feel it, and let it overcome you. When people get mad, what is it? They feel it. You feel that rage within you, and you go with that, and you stay there. And it stresses you out and wears your body down and makes you sick. And causes other diseases and illnesses. That's why when you breathe, it releases all those toxins. When you breathe and you meditate, the consciousness that you're taking in is cleansing you. Because when you breathe that consciousness in, it's God. It's going to heal you. It's going to make you lighter. It's going to make you better. It's going to make your heart as light as a feather. It's going to release that pressure and that negativity that is trying to take over you. All right, so I hope this video really opened up your mind and let you know just how much power and strength you really have when it comes to dealing with quote unquote friends. All right, our friends out here, friends. These are our friends. All right, we're changing our reality. We're changing our mind. We're not allowing outside forces to penetrate our force field and create our reality for us. Thank you for watching this video. Smash that like button, smash that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. If you support my channel, my Cash App and my PayPal are in the description. Everything that you send is greatly appreciated. Thank you for watching this video. Shout out to the Galactic family, the GCVs, and of course, Druuill Nation. I'm gonna holla at y'all.